Hi guys, this is Deb with Four Seasons Crafts. So I'm super excited. I have a little bit of a shadow it looks like here, so hopefully that won't distract us too much. Um, so we are sticking with some cards using the Mediterranean Blooms collection. And that is part of the Citrus Blooms bundle. So it comes with the stamp set, and then you get all these amazing dies. And these are 3 different dies here. So yesterday, or day before yesterday, I guess, we used some of the dies and the stamps. Today, we're going to use a stamp. We're going to use one of the stamps for a greeting. But what we're going to feature today is the Designer Series paper. So it's on page 35 in the catalog. And these are all of the designs. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you the coordinating. I have this sheet. I think I've shown it to you before, but we'll just pull it in again. It has all these colors that it coordinates with. So yesterday we used Peach Pie. Today we're going to focus on Night of Navy and Balmy Blue. And those colors are also listed here. If you would like, I can send you a PDF of the piece of paper with the title and the colors if you would like, and then you can cut your paper out yourself. If you order it, you can go ahead and add those to a sheet. That way you can easily see maybe what designs you're working with. So today we're going to be working with 2 that are lemon. So yesterday we actually worked with one that had the peaches on it, and today we're going to work on 2 different lemon ones. So I'm going to use the paper cutter, and we're going to kind of do this from start to finish. So you guys are going to see how quickly these cards can come together. So we are going to start with a Night of Navy card base. So we're going to cut this piece at 5.5, and then we are going to score it at 4.25. So just a regular fold, because again, we want to make maybe a lot of cards. That's kind of the goal with this particular layout. It's a beautiful card, but it's not a lot of work. But it looks like it's a little more complicated. So we're going to use this, and then we're also going to, because I'm going to make potentially two different ones. So for this one, I am going to cut a piece that is 5 3/8 for this one by 4 1/8. So you guys can probably guess with those measurements, it's going to be a layer. And we're going to use that for potentially one of our cards. So we'll just see. We'll see where it goes. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and score this one because I did say we're going to make 2 cards and we're going to use the same card base. All right. Okay, so we have our 2 card bases and we have a piece of Balmy Blue potentially for a layer. Now what we're going to do is cut our designer paper. Now, one thing I have already done is this is a piece that is 4 inches by 6 inches. So let me explain basically what that means. When you have a full sheet of designer paper, that is going to give you 6 of these. All right. So you're going to get, you can see right here, 1 in the corner, and then I'm going to have 3 that go all the way across, and then the same down here. So that is what this piece is. So all I did was determine kind of what direction I wanted it, and then I cut it into these square or rectangles. All right, so here's the fun part. So now what we're going to do is we are going to line this point up here at 3.5. Okay, so I'm going to find that little 3.5 inch mark, and kind of line it up right there. And then I'm going to take this bottom piece and just follow this line all the way down until it lines up at the 4-inch mark. So this is 3.5, and then this is, oops, maybe let me make sure. Yep, right here is 4. Okay, so now I could do it, and then you can kind of look over here and see how much I have hanging out. What I'm doing is I'm cutting my paper at an angle, but I can only really afford to have that angle difference be a 1/2 inch. So if I wanted it to be further up, I could do 3 to 3.5, or 3 1/4 to 3 7/8, or 3 3/4. So it doesn't really matter. You just want one point to be at 3.5, or to be at one point, and then a 1/2 inch further down, you want the other point. Doesn't matter where you even do it on the paper trimmer. All right. Now we're going to hold that down, and we're just going to cut that piece in half. Now remember, our piece is 4 by 6, and that is it. Now what we get to do, we're going to take our bone folder, and let's just take that right down like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put 1/2 this way, and the other half is going to go like so. And you are just going to basically put that card together and create an equal margin on all sides. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The colors on these cards coordinate so well. Now you could do it the other way too. If you prefer more blue, you could flip this side this way and make the yellow, or the lemons, and these are flowers, I guess. And you could do it that way if you would like. I really like the yellow flowers, so I am going to do it like this. All right, so now what we do is we're going to get our adhesive, and we are going to go ahead and put these on our card. And if you remember, I told you this is a pretty quick card we're making here. We're just going to pop that right there. Right there. And then we're going to take this piece and adhere glue on the other side. So the trick, again, with this card is just that 1/2 inch. I can't tell you guys the number of times I made these cards in the past, and I would always like, oh, I want it to be more at an angle. And if you want more of an angle, that's fine, but you have to start out with a piece of cardstock or a piece of designer paper that's a lot longer than 6 inches. Okay, and I'll tell you how you kind of do the math if you're at all interested. If you think our card is 5.5, right? We have a 1/2 inch. That's basically what we have, right? Because our page is 6 inches. So if you wanted an inch angle cut, then you would have to have a 6.5 size piece of paper. All right. Now to finish our card, we're going to go ahead and use one of the greetings in here. And we're going to use, you're the best friend. You're the best kind of person. I thought it said you're the best friend or a person. I thought, well, that doesn't make any sense. All right. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take this one. You're my best friend. And we are going to ink with black because that is the only color that I have here on my craft table. All right, so we're going to ink that up. I did just ink this ink pad here, so hopefully I have not totally, yeah, that's a little much. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if I can ink this up on the other side. All right, that'll do. That'll do. It's a little full. What's funny is I think I inked up both my black ink pads. So they were so dry, but I think I got a little carried away. All right, we are going to be using this hexagon punch here. I absolutely love this punch. So if you haven't gotten it and you think you want it, might be a good time. Free shipping today, but by the time you guys see this, it might be already Thursday. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and take the blue piece that we had, remember that? And we are going to go ahead and I'm going to go right to the middle. That way I can still use it as a layer if I want. I'm going to go ahead and pop that piece out. And you guys all know the trick, I know. I'm going to use these scissors here. And we're just going to cut this right in half. We're just going to go right down the middle. You could do this with your paper trimmer, which I typically do. But we'll just use our scissors today. And then we're going to turn this over and we're going to add a little adhesive. Oops. Me and my adhesive, right? All right. And then we're just going to lay that right on top until we get the size border that we think we want. And I actually think I kind of like that one that's a little thicker. So, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And turn it over and just line it up. And where I'm lining is right here on the sides there. Let me get that up on the camera so you guys can see it. We don't want it to be too crazy big. But now we can pop that up on some dimensionals. And we are going to have ourselves a very nice card here. Let's go ahead. And I'm using some leftovers here on the dimensional side. So you guys, I'm getting ready to place an order because I am out of dimensionals. And we're going to need them for Christmas, right? So why not get them now? We're going to need them to pop up all those snowmen and reindeer and all the other little things we want to do. All right. So this would not take you guys this long, right? You'd be really good and have all your ducks in a row here. All right, there we go. So now we're just going to take this and I think I'm going to put it right here. I don't want to put it exactly in the middle, but I want to make sure it's straight. And there you go. Now we're going to take a couple of our gems and I'm just going to use my fingers here. And I'm just going to put, let's see, we'll put one there and I will put a couple. Yeah. Do that 3 rule, right? I'm debating if I want it on here or here. Well, you know what? We'll put it there. There you go. That is that card. I'm just going to go ahead and real quickly, I've already got the other one cut. So let's go ahead and do this one really quickly. So you can see this is going to give me a slight border. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that. And you can see how I have that big space already out of the cardstock that I was able to use on this one. Great way to conserve, you know, especially guys, as things are getting so expensive, right? And we need our crafting time, I think, now more than ever. We need that time away. All right, so now what I'm going to do, we need a hobby. We all need a hobby, whatever it might be, right? You guys will have to list below maybe what some of your hobbies are. What are those things that you enjoy? Maybe it is card making. Maybe it's scrapbooking. Maybe it's making kind of 3D projects. All right, so I'm lining this up and getting it even. And now I'm going to take this side of these beautiful lemons. I really do love this paper. And I know the greetings, there's not one in here, I don't think, about get well soon. But this, to me, just screams get well soon. the lemons, I don't know, lemon and tea. You could make a nice card or a little holder, like a tea bag holder. Give that to someone. I should probably be putting those together because I know so many people that are sick. And they're, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it, you guys. I just wanted you to see the layers here. Let me go ahead and do a yellow one. And I think I might stamp, just so you can get a different idea. I think we'll just stamp directly on this one. And see if I can kind of just tap that in. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that right here. There we go. I love it. We'll clean this off. And add some dimensionals again on the back here. Just add a couple. I have mini dimensionals, so I'm using the big thick parts. Otherwise, we'll be here till tomorrow putting those little ones on. All right, and this one I will put more in the middle. I can get it nice and straight. So before I push down, there we go. I like it. All right, you guys, there you have it. Excuse me. The only thing we would need to do is to put the inside of the card. So you would just put a piece of 4 inches by 5 1/4. And there you have these two beautiful cards. Super simple. Just remember that 1/2 inch when you go to cut your piece. You just put it in an angle and have one corner at 3 1/2, the other corner at 4. And you will get that paper looking exactly like this. And remember to start out with a piece of 4 inches by 6 inches, which gives you 6 cards per, or 6 pieces per sheet of cardstock. So again, a great template to use for lots of card making. All right, you guys, hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to sign up for my email list, and then I will actually send you the measurements for this card in your inbox. So the tutorial will go out tomorrow, so be sure to sign up by today, and then that way you'll be sure to get that, that tutorial. All right, you guys, thanks much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.